Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Wesley Pearson, aka Average Gamer 96, and if you're wondering why I'm not on camera, and if you're wondering why I'm speaking quite quietly, it's because I'm not feeling too well, and I won't be making any videos for a couple of days, unless I get any better sooner rather than later. I do hope you understand. Um, Today I want to be talking to you, the people out there that do not appreciate the way wrestling works. I don't understand when people just comment on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media websites out there that they disrespect the wrestlers, they disrespect the athletes. I don't call them superstars, I don't call them divas. That's just a lack of shit. I don't give two fucks about what they're called in WWE, TNA, WCW, ECW, whatever you want to fucking call them. I call them wrestlers. They are athletes. And people out there, when they say wrestling is not a sport, you, sir or woman, are very, very wrong. Wrestling is a sport. It's a physical, rough sport. The reason why you say this shit is because you don't fucking understand it. I've been a fan of wrestling for years, since I was 5 years old. I'm not just saying that. Oh, I'm not over exaggerating because people always say, "Oh, they've always been a fan since they were a kid." Yeah, I'm saying that because I have passion and I love the business. I'm no big star or anything. But if people come up to me and say, "Oh, wrestling's fake," and all that sort of shit, I would say get in the fucking ring and take a back bump. Just lie onto your back. I'm not gonna tell you how to fucking land it. And if it fucking hurts you, good. Because that's how it fucking feels every time I get slammed on the fucking ring. I don't give two fucks what people say about the business. My back is aching like a fuck because I've been German suplexed, body slammed, power slammed, anything you could think of. There's a guy, right? I'm not going to mention any names, but a nice guy there, and he's one of the main coaches. He's like 5 times the size of me, and he kicked the living shit out of me. Not as in physically. I mean as in a wrestling way because he's a heel, and I was playing as the face, right? And I told him, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?" As Tommy Dreamer would say. And gently, he grabbed me and German suplexed me as hard and as fast as he could, and I landed it and I smiled. Not just because it hurt, but the way I landed it. And I landed it and I was like, holy fuck, this is awesome. Now, at the same time in the morning, as they call a hangover, this is called a wrestling hangover. When you go wrestling and then you feel pain in the morning, that is what you call a wrestling hangover. And don't get me wrong, my back is hurting, but I've been through worse. And just because wrestling is let's just say a fake sport, that doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to get hurt. I get sick and fucking tired when people always walk up to me and say, "You're not really getting hurt." Yeah, I understand that. I understand that the punches, the kicks, and the elbows, well, the forearms, the back elbows, elbow drops, whatever you want to call them, they do sort of hurt in a way. The kicks do. The kicks do because they're hitting the flat palm of your foot. And if people fuck up and they're being rough and stiff as fuck and they point their toes right into your ribs, that can fucking break them. So don't fucking underestimate them. Because if you come up to me and say all the kicks are fake, I'm going to fucking push you to the wall and start kicking you like fucking crazy to the gut like a professional wrestler would do. And I don't care who the fuck you are. I'm getting sick and fucking tired of all the criticism about wrestling. And I listened to a Chris Jericho podcast about WrestleMania 31, the review with Edge. And basically, he was saying like when people boo the Hall of Famers, that is just nothing but total disrespect, and I totally agree with him. I'm getting sick and fucking tired of all the criticism about wrestling. So, if you come up to me and say that you don't know, that you're saying that all wrestling's fake and shit, I'm gonna personally just fucking body slam you to the fucking ground as hard as I fucking can and ask you, How did that feel? And if it hurts, good.